Imagine a lethal drug so potent that just a few grains, equivalent to a pinch of salt, could end your life. That's fentanyl for you. This substance, no larger than a sprinkle of table seasoning, holds an ominous power, the ability to snuff out life in the blink of an eye. It's a chilling reality, one that underscores the extreme potency and deadly nature of fentanyl. On the streets, it's a million-dollar industry, but the true cost is far more devastating. Fentanyl, a drug more lethal than your worst nightmare. Fentanyl isn't just a drug, it's an epidemic, a silent killer that is rapidly consuming communities. This synthetic opioid, 50 times more potent than heroin, has infiltrated every corner of our society, indiscriminately taking lives and causing widespread devastation. From urban centers to rural towns, no community is immune. Economically, the impact is staggering. The cost of healthcare, law enforcement, and lost productivity mounts into the billions. But the real cost, the human cost, is incalculable. Families are torn apart, dreams shattered, futures stolen. Fentanyl is not limited by class, race, or geography. It has permeated all social strata, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. From the wealthy suburban neighborhoods to the low-income inner cities, everyone is affected. The ripple effect of this crisis is felt not only by those struggling with addiction, but also by their loved ones, their communities, and society as a whole. Fentanyl is no respecter of persons, ravaging communities and leaving devastation in its wake. Behind every statistic, there's a human story. A life altered, a family shattered, a community broken. As we delve deeper into the human impact of fentanyl, it's crucial to remember that behind every number, every percentage, there's a person. A person with dreams, hopes, and aspirations, drastically cut short by the deadly grip of this drug. It's not just the users who are affected, it's their families, their friends, their communities. The ripple effect is catastrophic, leaving nothing but devastation in its wake. Imagine being a parent, helplessly watching your child succumbing to the allure of fentanyl, their bright future turning into a vortex of despair. Or picture yourself as a child, losing a parent to this deadly epidemic, your world crumbling down around you. These are not just hypothetical scenarios. They are real-life stories of countless individuals, their lives forever marred by the harsh reality of fentanyl. The human cost of the fentanyl epidemic paints a grim picture. It's an unending cycle of pain, loss, and despair. It's not just about the physical toll, it's the emotional and psychological scars that remain long after the physical ones have healed. It's about dreams unfulfilled, potential unrealized, and lives unlived. Fentanyl doesn't just destroy lives, it annihilates futures. Remember, these are not just numbers on a page. These are real people, real stories, and real lives being lost. We can't afford to ignore the human impact of fentanyl any longer. But there's hope. Communities, governments, and individuals are fighting back, trying to stem the tide of this deadly epidemic. Across the globe, we see a collective effort being made to combat the fentanyl crisis. Communities are coming together, organizing educational programs and support groups to help those affected. Governments are implementing policies to regulate the availability of fentanyl and other synthetic opioids, while also funding research into effective treatment strategies. Individuals, too, are playing a crucial role. Whether it's doctors and nurses providing life-saving treatments, researchers developing new therapies, or everyday people reaching out to those in need, each contribution matters. These efforts are not just about reducing the number of overdoses. They're about restoring dignity to those affected and rebuilding communities torn apart by this crisis. It's a fight that requires perseverance, compassion, and unity. In the face of fentanyl, we stand united, ready to reclaim our communities and our futures. The fight against fentanyl isn't a solitary battle. It's a war that requires our collective effort. The power to challenge this deadly epidemic lies within each one of us. We need to arm ourselves with awareness, knowledge, and an unyielding spirit to resist the allure of this lethal substance. Every conversation we initiate, every story we share, every bit of information we disseminate contributes to this fight. It's about educating ourselves and those around us about the dangers and consequences of fentanyl use. It's about standing up for those who have been ensnared by its grip and advocating for resources and support to help them reclaim their lives. Remember, it's not just about a single person, a single family, or a single community. It's about all of us. We're in this together, and together we can turn the tide. Against fentanyl, we stand. Together, we can make a difference. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to spread the word and join the fight.